Okay, happy holidays. It's that time of year. And we got a flex here. And I didn't open the box yet. I did notice though that the post office did put one small hole on the side. I'm not sure if you're looking in it or somebody had their way with it as a rear choach. Um, Somebody put a glory hole in the box. Hey, I guess people in the post office warehouse get lonely too. This is from Sako. I turned it upside down because you never know. You could have some crazy stalker, and you don't need me or Sako's address, on the YouTube. You never know. I mean, look what happened with the crazy thing with the United Health guy. I mean, I'm really famous for my YouTube channel. And so I don't want Richie getting whacked. When he's visiting in New York, walking down the street without a strap. So, I gotta lay low with this shit. It's a dangerous job. But so let's get to it. Well, we got a lot of nice bubble wrap. I had to turn the box upside down to get everything out of the box. Looks we got some individual Casa de Sacos here. Let me take everything and organize it and clear up the madness here. I'll be right back. Well, where do I start? My goodness, that's a lot of cigars. These are the Sako blends, Casa de Sako. And my God, they probably have 2 years of, I can almost guarantee they have 2 years of time. We're getting to opus level of rest. This has got 2 years of time on this. Look at the blend on this thing. Dominican Bloto, Cabano, Lajero, Sako, Filler, Connecticut, Broadleaf, Nicaragua, Jalapa, Binder, Ecuadorian. I'm gonna have to open these up and show everyone. But yeah, this one, my goodness, holy shit. Was it 25 in there? Look at this. Brazilian Cobraviso. There you go, 2022. See, Richie doesn't lie. Wow. Whoa, that thing is pretty heavy. What do you got in here? This is the Connecticut shade. Oh, the classic Connecticut Sako. These things really, really were nice. And then here we have, I'm gonna have to open them up so you guys can see his quality. Where is it? Oh, this one, the wrappers for, the IDs on the inside. All right, let me undo this, and I'm kind of doing this in phases. I'll be back. I'm gonna need about 10 minutes to do what I gotta do. I'll be back. Okay, I'm gonna have to zoom out. Around the perimeter, we have the age, certified aged, 2 years, exactly 2 years of, what the hell is in my throat there? I need a sip of coffee, excuse me. We have certified aged Sako, Casa de Sako cigars. I had to put them this way because once you take this out of the bag, if you don't know exactly which bag you took it out of, except for the Connecticut shade, because it's really looks like Connecticut. From there, it could get kind of confusing, and if I just start playing, hot, what do they call that? Hot potato? Hot potato. Musical chairs? Hot chairs? Musical potato? Anyways, then I wouldn't even know what the hell we're smoking. But I know for a fact, every cigar I took 2 out, for example, but this was in that bag. And it's gonna go right in the bag. I had to put the cigars in front of the bag it came with. That way there's no, my big hands, there's no confusion. Because he has, how many different blends here? 1, 2, 3, right? 4, 5. We have an Ecuadorian Habano Shade Lajero, an Ecuadorian Habano Shade Viso. So these two are similar, but just this would be a lower priming wrapper. But with the binder, okay, they are different though. So stronger wrapper, weaker wrapper, but then Cameroon Sako, and this one has Ecuadorian Habano Shade Sako, and then in here we had the same fillers. Oh, a mixture though, actually. I don't know. That sounds awesome though. These are coming in 7x50. This sounds like a banger with the Cameroon Sako, with using a weaker wrapper so that Cameroon could come through as the binder. 2 years of time. Let's just give you an example of Sako quality. Really flawless looking cigars. I mean, flawless. What beautiful cigars. Beautiful cigars. Right, really. His construction is right there with Davidoff, really is. You could put a band on this and you know, you couldn't tell if it was Fuente, Davidoff. Sako's attention to detail is perfection. We have Connecticut shade here, but look at that blend. Nicaraguan, Mexican, Cameroon, Sako, Pennsylvania, Lajero, Indonesia, Sumatra. I'm telling you, these are some of my favorite Connecticut shades. Not just saying that, you get really nice complex flavor on that. And with the Cameroon binder, oof, no one's doing that. Let me take a whiff of the foot. Oh, it smells nice. Oh, it sounds nice. I'll tell you what, I guarantee this will be even better than last time. With 2 years of time just to chill out. 2 years of time just to chill out. Yeah. Look at that beautiful, beautiful wrapper. It's golden, like a golden bronze, slightly brown. Beautiful. Really fully packed. Beautiful. 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 Put two of them. Look at that. Beautiful. Be gentle here. We have Dominican Piloto Cabano, Lajero, Sako, Connecticut Broadleaf, Nicaraguan Jalapa, Binder Ecuadorian Habano, and then we got, this is Ecuadorian Habano shade. Interesting. Look at the perfection on that. Look at the wrapper. Perfect looking. And last but not least, we have a Brazilian Cuba Viso with the Cameroon Sako. Look at that blend. Wowza, look at that roll. This is the mother load of Casa de Sako. Now, I think I remember when he was making these cigars. Look at that. Did he made over 600? And then after that, did he made some more. Why do I think it was around 1,000? I need some more coffee. Excuse me. Sako. Monster Flex. Absolute Monster Flex. Okay, so without further ado, now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Let's talk about what we have here. We got a Byron. Selection 1850. Wow. I don't think I've had this one. Oh, look at that. You gotta be careful. The cellophane goes to here, but it's not closed cellophane. Interesting they chose to do that. Some people say it's better to do that way to cut your cellophane foot when you're aging your cigars or letting them rest, because it's the best of both worlds, protects the wrapper, etc., protects it from the cigars, but allows the foot to breathe, to fluctuate, and to rest age faster. Very interesting. I have not had the 1850, I believe. It looks like a Maduro. Here we have a classic. Is this classic Arabe or Arabe Maduro? I can't tell. No, this looks dark for Arabe. Is this Arabe Maduro? Is that just the lighting messing me up? Yeah, because classic Arabe is much lighter. Wowza. Okay. I think this is Arabe Maduro. I'm going to have to call Sako on that. Yeah, this looks like Maduro. Let's look at. Yeah, no, that's Maduro. Okay. What a large size. It's got to be at least 56. Arabe doesn't play around with their sizes. They're big. Big boy. Now, that is a beautiful cigar. That is not a cheap cigar. Arabes are top shelf. Their production, their bands are second to none. Now, as far as if you enjoy them, it's up to you. There's really no strong Arabes. A lot of their cigars, they're aging their tobacco, who knows, 5, 10 years more. And then some of their cigars, they let them rest 5, 10 years post-roll. I mean, so I had a base going for a very smooth, luxurious category, not strong. This is a Davidoff Maduro. Wow, it's got a very full pack. I'll be excited to review this one. This is a newer Davidoff, and I personally didn't buy it because when I was in New York, it was the only time I think I saw it, or maybe Florida. But they were gouging on these, and I don't know, it was going like $60 or something like that for Robusto. Now I'm not sure what the regular is. Sorry about that. Yeah, so the price on these MSRP, normally you would see Davidoff's, high 20s, $30. But on this one, when it came out, it was 50 to 60, I believe. So that'll be interesting to see how this one turns out. Obviously, it's a luxury cigar, and the price is the price. I'm hoping it's going to be very enjoyable. I don't know how strong it's going to be, though. That I have no idea. I do think we did this one maybe one time, but it's got almost 2 more years of time on it. I think we did this in Colorado. That'll be interesting to see how another almost 2 years does, because we're about to hit 2025. The Davidoff Nicaragua, I think, is one of the most enjoyable pound for pound. You get a lot for your money, because you can still get these regular Nicaraguas for, $20, $25. Obviously, the 10th anniversary, I think, might have cost more money. But what a full pack on this one, though. This one's actually very stout. That's a flex. Wowza. We got the Year of the Dragon. Year of the Dragon. Look at this thing. Now, I'm almost positive this one, some of the guys, I think including Sako, might have had some burn issues. And some people really enjoyed it. Some people said, they enjoyed half of it, but then the second half, it fell flat. So we're going to see. We're going to see where this one stacks up and give it an honest review. It is a large size. It's like a Churchill size, surprisingly. Not super thick, maybe 50, but a long cigar. Nice looking wrapper, though. I know nothing about the blend, though, so I'm gonna have to look that up and find out the blend. Sako, really, you outdid yourself. This is, I feel like I'm dreaming right now. It's like hey, is this a dream? What? Did I have to do something terrible last night? Where was I last night to get this? I don't know. What did I do in my past life? I don't know. Here we have a high-end Fuente. Hard to find. We have, this is the Carlito. No, so this is probably one of the hardest. This one, I believe Jeremy sent to me in that Monster Flex back in Colorado when he sent me the whole. I'm pretty sure when he sent me the whole, because you have the Don Carlos, you have the Don Carlos Personal Reserve, I think Don Carlos the Man, I think, and the 2017, which is a connection more to the Opus, Don Carlos, I think, right? And then this one here, which is the Prometheus line, and this is the Carlito. And I think this one I really enjoyed, if I recall correctly, but they changed it. They changed the wrapper. It wasn't Cameroon. I thought it was some type of Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, and I could be wrong on that. But using the higher end tobacco, so not a cheap cigar, and it'd be interesting. Oh, someone's calling me. Let me hit the ignore button. It'd be interesting to see how that comes back to it. Now, without further ado, what do we have here? Be very careful with this. There's no cellophane. Here we have, this is a Dubai 2017. Now, if you do recall, the other one, I believe, I was talking with Jeremy, and he said there's a black band and a red band on these. Strictly on this cigar, it differentiates the size. This would be a 52, and the one I believe he sent me, I think he said 56, and I could be getting this wrong. And if you recall correctly, this cigar, be careful with it because there's no cello. If you recall correctly, that cigar got the highest rating of all time, 4.999. So it would be interesting to see the same cigar, but with a little smaller gauge, but with about another 2 years of time on it. I want to be careful with that because there's no cellophane. Putting it down because because my big clumsy hands, I don't want to drop it. Yeah, wow. Wowza. We have a cigar here. We might have reviewed this once. This is the Casa Fuente. This is the one I think you can get in Vegas or something like that. At the Fuente Cigar Club. I could be wrong on that 100%. But I thought this was like a house cigar they made for their lounge. And I could be 100% wrong. And I thought there was 2 different versions, like this and an orange band. And I could be completely wrong. But I'm just remembering vaguely on what I remember about this blend. But I have no problem going back to it. Obviously, I believe these cigars have some time on them. Sako has a monster collection, so he has some cigars with some serious, some serious age on them. I'm trying not to knock all my cigars here. A fantastic selection so far, and it just keeps getting better and better. Sako, you touched my choach. We have here, wow, we got a shark. We got an Opus X shark, a Fuente shark. And I forgot what he said. Didn't he buy this on vacation somewhere in the South America? So if that's the same box, this thing's got some time on it. Unless he bought a newer one. So it'll be interesting to see. With age, I gotta talk to him about this. Wow. Aged shark. Pretty sure that's going to be aged, meaning I was usually aged in the factory, but I'm talking about I think he's had this box for some time. So that's going to be really exciting to find out how it tastes, how it changed with the time. And I got to get the exact time, how many years, how old the box is. Here we have, what's this, a Cabin? Who's Cabin? I guess Cabin's just a brand. Wow, this has got to have some time on it, because look at the price on that. 1947. You're probably not going to find this for 1947, the Anejo, in any shop in New York or Florida. Definitely not New York. The Anejo shark is fantastic. I remember the cheapest I paid for this was $15.99, and that was about 6 years ago. It was a long time ago. Maybe 6 or 5. I don't know. It was a long time ago. And me and Stash, we smoked like half the box. Yeah, these two are like brothers neck and neck. You have the Don Carlos and you have the Anejo Shark. Between the two, I'm sure in the past I picked a favorite. Doesn't really matter. On the surface, I'd probably go with the Anejo. But then under the surface, I don't know. I mean, you're going to have a great time with both. Why does one feel a little bigger? Does this one feel bigger? Or does this one feel bigger? One of these feels bigger. I think it's the Don Carlos. I could have sworn the Don Carlos feels a little chunkier. But it's a little shorter. Wow, I could be wrong on that. I could be wrong on that. Here we have the Opus X 20th anniversary. These ones, I've seen a complete change on the collectability and the prices. I remember years ago when this first came out, and I was in Huntington, New York, and they had a whole box at the shop, and they only sold a few of them. And I said, "Why, these are Opus X? Why are they selling?" And they said, "Oh, well, it's a lighter shade one and more like a Connecticut, and guys, they want the regular Opus X or the Sturo, etc., etc." And I was like, I think at the time, this is years ago, I think I paid $20 for it. I enjoyed it. But now you go, let's say it was 5, 6 years later, at least 5 years later, give or take, I don't know. Maybe it's longer, I don't know, what the fuck. It was a long time ago. Now these are highly collectible, and the values on these have gone up a lot. So it's amazing how when this first came out, because it was definitely, and I think it's definitely going to be even lighter than like the Angel Share due to the shade wrapper on this. Beautiful banding, top shelf here. I mean, Sako, you're hurting my choach. My goodness, here we have the Julius Caesar with the name spelled wrong on purpose, right? That's what they did. Diamond Crown. This is the Toast Across America. This is a big boy. That's a big cigar. That's a chunky cigar. At least 60 box press. I don't know, but it goes to a torpedo. That's a high-end Fuente, and they'll be very different compared to these three here. They have three sharks in a sense, but three totally different cigars. And this is, I feel like they do stuff with the Newman, J.C. Newman. They do stuff normally that Fuente normally doesn't do in the past. But of lately, Fuente's starting to make some stronger cigars, like the Rare Pink was stronger than like the Don Carlos, etc., or the Añejo, I felt. And the Rare Pink was a different direction. Here we have the Garcia, my favorite, my father. But you see what he did there? He threw in the 10th anniversary. So we're gonna have to compare them. What a large cigar. It's gotta be like 6.5 or 7 by 52. I wonder how much time is on this. The Garcia, rolled by the father and the son. Fantastic cigar. And these are not cheap. They were like $30, $35 last time I bought one years ago. This one I took out of the cellophane. I had to put it in backwards, but I liked it. I just invented the pigtail cellophane. I just invented that. I think that'd be a great idea for Shores to do that. Now this cigar came out maybe a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, the 10th anniversary. Over 2 years ago, because we're in 2024, about to end 2025. So 2 years certified of box time. Nice cellophane, nice velvet foot there. Full heavy pack. It'll be interesting to see, what do I do? Do I do the Garcia first, or do I do this one? Do I do a retouch with the classic and be reminded, or go straight for the new one and then come back? That's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting. I don't know about that. I'll have to make a decision. Here we have the Tecadas, a cigar that I've enjoyed before, that is so delicious. The only thing you gotta do is be very careful. It's using a Brazilian Cameroon, like hybrid wrapper, and it's very gentle. It's a very delicate wrapper, so be very careful smoking this. Like, don't even put it in your pocket before you smoke it. Like, be really careful. I can't stress, if you buy these, great flavor, amazing flavor actually, but and unique, but be very careful with how delicate that wrapper is. I'm gonna just put that down gently. Classic Cohiba Purple Royale, Riviera. Royale's the other one. Nice solid pack on this. This is the Toro. Now this one came out. This was a banger. I have enjoyed this many times over the years. I think it's been out maybe about almost 2 years. Almost 2 years. We had a great time with this. Great time with this cigar, the Cohiba Riviera, and it was stronger, but a lot of pungent sweetness and nice charred wood. It reminded me of charred wood and cooking like fermented grapes. So picture a barbecue, like charring wood and drinking a nice dark sweet wine. There's nothing wrong with that. And then we have the Cohiba Black, and I think he said this is from 2017. So we're talking about 7 years of time on that. 7 years of time. 7 years of time, my God. 7 years of time. We're gonna see, did it age out? This has gotta have time on it too, because he bought this a long time ago, Macassar. You know, it's funny, the Macassar, you know, when it came out, it was like $27. That was years ago, and that was insanely high. More expensive than Fuente, you know, than Padron. It was like $27. But then I remember that they started dumping them on the internet, and they got a 5-pack for like $29. I was like, hell yeah, a 5-pack. You just didn't get that expensive box. And now I just saw the individuals in New York for $61 at a lounge. The box wasn't even there. So it's like what a variable spread on that cigar. It is expensive tobacco. It is a very expensive box. However, they'll get these online at a stupid price, and you're gonna have a good time with these. It's a very unique, when this came out, it was the first cigar, and I'm not sure if it's still the only, it was a totally new type of hybrid wrapper that was only used on that cigar, and I don't know if any other brand has got that tobacco or has rights to use it. I'm not sure if they made it and patented it for themselves. The I'll tell you this realities. I had a great time with this about a year and a half ago. Was it a year and a half ago? Or even about a year ago? I was in Colorado. It was at the end. It was at the end of that great journey in Colorado. And we'll see what about another year of time did to it. I remember I enjoyed this cigar heavily. I remember being very fun, type of lively, fun cigar, enjoyable fun, tingly, spicy, but fun, enjoyable, happy, complex, exciting, everything you kind of want. And last but not least, we have the Aganorsa leaf. This is Sako's favorite Aganorsa, I believe, the Supreme leaf. The Supreme leaf. And this one, even though it looks a lighter shade wrapper, don't let that thing sneak up on you. The Supreme leaf is absolutely intense of a cigar. And the Supreme leaf is, it will kind of mess you up. It's kind of heavy, kind of strong. Really is. I don't know what to say here. I don't know what to say. Going from his private blends, which are just a monster flex, or a very serious flex. Sako, Merry Christmas from the bottom of my choach. As a regular guy, I don't know if I'm a regular guy, but I'm a regular man. All I could pay you back is with my appreciation and my severe thanks. I know you've enjoyed the channel over the years, and like a lot of the guys on the channel, we've all enjoyed each other's company and got each other through some dark times and funny times, and what can we say? What else is to say? Well, besides, let's keep smoking. I'll see you around. Sako, you got my choach, my rear choach. With the gooch, I normally do it with 2 hands. In the gooch. No cigars in prison.